A very warm afternoon to all my dear children. Well, I, Sakshi Singh, welcome you all in today's economics class. Well, children, today we are going to deal with the part 2 of the third chapter, that is poverty as a challenge. In the first part, we came to know about what do you mean by poverty, its characteristics, and what are its you can say causes, and what are its different criteria, and few key terms also. So now we are going to start with this chapter with the two typical cases of poverty. Okay, let's see. See, we all know that what is poverty? Scarcity of basic necessities of life. And you all know that in our daily life, we come across many poor people, such as landless laborers in villages, people living in juggies, daily wage workers at construction sites, child laborers in dhabas, rickshaw pullers, domestic servants, cobbers, beggars, etc. So, usually the levels of income and consumption are used to define poverty. Okay. And in India, poverty has been defined as a situation in which a person fails to earn income sufficient to buy him bare means of subsistence. Bare means of subsistence is basic necessities of life where a person could not afford. And you also know that definition of necessities and luxuries are different people. It has different notion for different people. But basic necessities, what do we consider? That is food, clothing, and shelter. That wherein a person cannot afford two square meals. Okay, so we would come to know different things about poverty through examples. That is two typical cases of poverty. One is urban case and second is rural case. So see, two stories, story one and story two. Two persons, Ram Saran, who lives in, you can say in village, Lakha Singh, story two. Okay. Now, in rural case, if we talk about that, Ram Saran has six members. Fine. And it also a situation in which parents are not able to send their children to school, or a situation where sick people cannot afford it. How? See, in Ram Saran's case, his monthly income is 1500. Okay. And if you talk about Ram's wife, Ram's wife, then her income is 800. See, if you talk about the first case, that is urban case of poverty, here you can see Ram Saran's family, okay, whose income is 1500, and you know that 1500 is not sufficient because how many members are there? Just let's check from this previous slide that there are six members in Ram Saran's family. So do you think, can you imagine that six members can be taken care of in only 1500 rupees? Yes, of course, it's not possible. Okay, so you can see Ram's wife help him. Okay, and she could manage, you can say, 800 rupees. Okay, and the money is not enough to sustain his family of six, which includes his wife and four children. Okay, and that too, they are aged between 12 years to 6 years, 6 months. Okay, now, he has to send money home to his old parents also, who live in a village near Ramgarh. His father is a landless laborer. So you can say that his wife Santa Devi, she has to work as a part-time and she could manage 800 rupees. And his elder son works as a help shop. He could manage somewhere 300 rupees. Total is 2600. Somehow they able to manage two square meals, but none of the children go to school. They have only two pairs of hand me down clothes each. New ones are bought only when the old clothes become unwearable. Shoes are a luxury for them. The younger kids, they are all undernourished. So see, if you compare neither they have no they have proper house, neither they have food, proper food, neither they have access to the education. Okay, and you can see that there is a size of the family is too big. Fine. So in that case, this is the urban case of poverty. Now let's check rural case of poverty. See, rural case as a story too. Lakha Singh, 8 members. He is landless laborer. So you know the condition of landless laborer. He is not having the land of his own. So he has to work other farmers' land to manage his livelihood. 8 members. In urban case, you could find 6 members, but in his case, it is 8 members. So now, if you think that, and it's a big family, okay, and he has to do some odd jobs. At times, they get paid 50 rupees for a hard day's work, but 50 rupees per day is also not enough for 8 members. And they live in a kacha house, and that too outskirts of the village. The women of the family, they have to spend, day chopping fodder and collecting firewood in the fields. His father is also a TB patient. He was and passed away 2 years ago due to the lack of medication. So if you talk about this family, see, old mother is there, okay, and no access to health, no access to medication, no access to education also. Okay, so do you think that what is all poverty? You have seen cases, two cases as urban and rural case of poverty. So this shows that poverty also means hunger, lack of shelter. They do not have their own home. It is also a situation in which parents are not able to send their children to school, and where sick people cannot afford treatment. Lack of education, lack of medical facilities, lack of drinking water, clean drinking water, lack of a regular job. He is not having regular job. Okay, his seasonal unemployment also you can say, and then also you can say that. So in both the cases, you can see they do not have access to education, they do not have access to proper health facilities. It is their helplessness that they have had to work hard to manage their earnings, but still they could not afford the basic necessities of life, but they are considered as a poor. So one of the biggest challenge of independent India is what? To bring millions and millions of people from this poverty. Why? Because Mahatma Gandhi always insisted that India would be truly independent when the poorest of its people become free of human suffering. Because you know what? This is a kind of human suffering, and you cannot escape from that. So, dear children, these are the two typical cases of poverty, and these are the you can say key points, key terms, wherein these are the facilities. Like illiteracy is there in both the cases, unemployment is there in both the cases, poor health because of the money they couldn't afford the medical facilities, child labor in case of urban. In case of urban, a child has to work because his father and his his father and his mother together also they could not afford the basic necessities of poor sanitation facilities. It is their helplessness, and but obvious there is no land. So these points are the conclusion of the two cases. So the questions can come, okay, on the basis of that and reference to context, and the questions can be asked. So I request you all, you just jot down all these points in your fair notebook, and in the next class, we will see that how social scientists take poverty. What are the different things? What are different criteria for the social scientist? Okay. So till then, take care, everyone. Bye bye, everyone. Enjoy yourself and have a nice day ahead.